Welcome back to my channel. Hey there, welcome back. Today we're unveiling 11 mind-blowing psychological facts about women that will completely change the way you see the world. Breast yourself, as 97% of men have no clue about these secrets and often face rejection. But guess what? You can join the elite 5% who truly stand out these facts. Ladies, this isn't just for the guys. Knowing these truths about yourselves will make you magnetic and irresistible. Before we dive in, could you do me a quick favor? If you're excited to uncover these secrets, smash that like button. Helps us bring you more powerful Stoic wisdom. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Let's keep this fun. If you love this topic, drop a 1 in the comments. If you think we can improve, type C and let us know how. Now, let's jump into these incredible insights that will transform your understanding of women and relationships. Psychological fact number 1: women fall in love because of smell. According to one study, if a woman enjoys a man's scent, she's more likely to fall for him. The Federal University of Rio de Janeiro reports that her affection for him increases by 85.5%. Women have 50% more neurons in their olfactory bulb than men, making them more sensitive to scents. Understanding how to choose the right fragrance gives you a significant advantage in attraction. Stay until the end of the video to find out which fragrances stimulate the senses most effectively. Psychological act number 2: women prefer men who have their own way. Going too far or being overly assertive with a woman will almost certainly lead to rejection. However, if you show her respect while displaying a touch of vulnerability or neediness, she will be more likely to make herself available. Building trust is key. And it's always important to read her body language and recognize the signals or gestures she makes. Psychological fact number 3: women often feel something when they are near you, but may not express it. If a woman piques your interest, avoid becoming her friend from the outset. According to one study, 68% of women say they would consider a romantic affair with a man if they felt they could get their way. That's why it's important to subtly make it clear that you like her from the beginning. If you're curious, ask in the comments and I'll tell you more. Psychological fact number 4: women are attracted to men who are pre-selected. A phenomenon known as preselection reveals that when other women show interest in a man, he becomes 3 times more appealing. This also occurs when a man is surrounded by a group of women. So, I recommend making female friends and going out with them. It will change how other women perceive you. These female friends don't have to be romantically interested in you. Their presence alone can create the selection effect, which can increase the interest of other women and make it easier for you to connect with the woman on you. Like psychological fact number 5: she teases you, she's interested. When a woman teases you or gives you playful nicknames, it's often a sign she's attracted to you and is using playful behavior to build trust. Women often communicate their interest through body language and teasing. If you're genuinely interested in her, I'll recommend playing along and reciprocating her playful energy. For instance, you could say something like, "I know you call me that because you like it. Do you think I haven't noticed?" Psychological fact number 6: women prefer men who understand their unspoken language. Women appreciate it when you pick up on their body signals, whether consciously or unconsciously, as not all men can read these subtle cues. Unlike men, women are often shy and hesitant to express their feelings openly because they fear rejection. They don't typically expect men to reject them, so they communicate their interest through body language. If a woman makes an intentional gesture to show her feelings, she expects you to respond. If you miss her signals, she may remain silent and move on. If you'd like to learn more about this fascinating psychological strategy, ask me in the comments. Psychological fact number 7: women are particularly concerned with their appearance during intimate moments. They focus on maintaining their attractiveness, even down to the design and color of what they wear beneath their clothes. Instead of staying quiet, compliment her on how beautiful she looks during these moments. You'll notice that boosting her confidence in his way will encourage you to wear more eye-catching outfits for you. making her feel more excited about seeing you again. Psychological act number 8. When a man connects with a woman emotionally, she experiences more sensations. Understanding the psychological complexity of a woman's mind can enhance her satisfaction during intimate activities. Women are less physically driven than men and rely more on mental and emotional stimulation. Instead of buying direct, try using subtle communication to connect with her before anything physical. Take your time. Encourage her to express her emotions and show her that you truly understand her. This deeper connection will strengthen her feelings for you. But be cautious as it's a delicate process. Psychological act number 9. Women often adore their friends more than their partners. Some women feel a stronger emotional connection to their best friends than to their boyfriends. Studies have shown that when women leave their partners at home to meet with friends, they experience heightened knowing their friends won't judge them and will offer emotional support. This emotional satisfaction can be mistaken for love. It's best to maintain healthy boundaries between your partner and her close friends, as emotional betrayal can occur unexpectedly. Psychological fact number 10. Some women occupate just for free food. According to American surveys, 38% of women have admitted to accepting dates in exchange for a meal. This highlights complexities of why a woman may agree to go on a date. Before asking someone out, make sure she's genuinely interested in you. If you're curious about how to tell if a girl likes you, ask me in the comments. I'll share more tips at the end of this video. Psychological fact number 11. When women are upset, they prefer that you approach them. If a woman is angry or frustrated, she will feel better if you pay attention to her and show empathy. This helps you understand why she's upset. Women can be difficult to read at times, but they are born with an innate ability to feel deep emotions. They don't possess the same emotional stability. Osman, and their emotions, both positive and negative, can be powerful. Interestingly, some women are even drawn to men who mistreat them because these emotional highs and lows stimulate them. I'll explain this dynamic more in depth later, but for now, familiarize yourself with the emotional games women often play. In light of the first psychological fact, which discussed how scents can arouse women, we present a selection of commonly used aromatessences. A 2017 study tested the effects of jasmine and lavender on 2 groups of men and 1 group of women. Each woman spent time with 2 men, one wearing a perfume without these fragrances and Theo are wearing a jasmine-based scent. Jasmine fragrances significantly increased women's interest in the men. These scents can be found in popular perfumes, such as the well-known French Orphan Ampier Basque Eclectic. Thank you for watching the video until. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Inconsistent stories bend every smile. Every smile has a story, but can y'all tell if it's genuine or just a mask? Be wary of people whose stories frequent lysing. Inconsistent narratives often reveal a facade that people struggle to maintain. Like chameleons, these individuals change their stories to suit situation or audience. Over time, their tales may shift dramatically as they forget details of their fabrications or discover new stories that better serve their purposes. This inconsistency isn't accidental. It's often a deliberate strategy used to manipulate or impress others. Inconsistent stories indicate a lack of authenticity. Real people with genuine experiences might forget minor details, but their life stories remain consistent. In contrast, fake people often get caught in a web of their own deceptions, struggling to keep track of their lies. This behavior can damage a personal and professional relationships as trust erodes when someone is known to be untruthful. In professional settings, inconsistent stories create a toxic environment where colleagues cannot rely on one another and superiors cannot make sound decisions. Identifying such people requires close attention to their words. Over time, patterns of inconsistent behavior will eventually emerge. And while this vigilance isn't about paranoia, it's essential for protecting yourself from manipulation or deception. When in doubt, ask for clarification. Many times, a person telling a false story will struggle to maintain the facade under scrutiny. Superficial connections. Fake people often prefer breadth over depth in relationships. Their interactions are more about what others can provide than about mutual respect and genuine affection. These superficial connects rarely lead to meaningful bonds. Although they may know many people, their relationships are based on shallow exchanges such as names and job titles without any deeper emotional connection. They avoid in-depth conversations about hopes, dreams, or personal struggles. These self-centered interactions are solely to gain social status, professional advantage, or other benefits. Fake individuals tend to flip between social circles, always seeking the most advantageous associations. In doing so, they overlook the true value of deep, meaningful relationships, which can provide comfort in difficult times and joy in prosperous ones. Those who form connections with fake people often feel used and unappreciated, leading to a lonely existence devoid of genuine companionship. To identify superficiality, observe patterns in how people discuss their relationships. Do they only talk about what others can do for them? Do they frequently switch social circles? Excessive flattery is also a red flag, especially in professional settings. It can create a false sense of trust or conceal true intentions. Fake people may view relationships as purely transactional rather than reciprocal and often engage in flattery to gain favor or distract from their lack of competence or commitment. In contrast, genuine compliments are specific and heartfelt, focused on actual accomplishments or qualities, and are given without any expectation. Learning to distinguish between sincere praise and flattery is crucial in identifying people who may be trying to deceive. Lack of empathy. Another common trait of insincere individuals is their inability to empathize. A hollow heart cannot truly connect with others. People who lack empathy often demonstrate indifference to the feelings and needs of others, focusing solely on their desires and goals. This emotional detachment is a major red flag in both personal and professional relationships. Difficulties with empathy and celebrating others' successes. People who lack empathy may ignore the emotional well-being of those around them or fail to provide support. In extreme cases, this lack of empathy can lead to manipulative or harmful behaviors. As such, individuals drag the consequences of their actions on others. This trait is particularly damaging in personal and professional relationships, stifling the formation of deep, meaningful connections. One-sided relationships may result where the needs and feelings of one person are resistant-linered or undervalued in the workplace. Lack of empathy can create a hostile environment where colleagues feel underappreciated and misunderstood. Identifying a lack of empathy requires observing how people react in various situations. Do they express genuine concern when others are upset or distressed? Can they celebrate others' achievements without making it about themselves? Do they demonstrate understanding and patience during difficult moments? Answering these questions can help determine whether someone lacks empathy. A crucial component of healthy relationships. Manipulative behavior. Strings are for pups, not humans. Fake people frequently manipulate others for personal gain, often disregarding the emotions and well-being of those around them. This manipulative behavior is a deliberate strategy for controlling or influencing others to achieve their own goals, and it can take many forms from subtle emotional manipulation to outright exploitation. Such behavior is fundamentally selfish, showing complete disregard for others' autonomy. Manipulators often have a deep understanding of human psychology and use it to their advantage. Employing guilt, charm, coercion, or deception. This manipulation is particularly dangerous because it often goes unnoticed until significant harm has been done. Victims may feel confused, guilty, or even responsible for the manipulator's actions. Manipulation can create toxic dynamics in relationships, leading to a loss of self-esteem and personal agency. Recognizing and managing manipulative behavior in both personal and professional settings is essential for maintaining healthy, respectful relationships. Understandings, tactics, and taking protective measures can help prevent the negative effects of manipulation and foster connections based on mutual respect and authenticity. Fair weather friends. Theft takes Get going, fair weather. Friends or colleagues or those who only show up during good times but disappear when adversity strikes. This pattern of frequent absence during difficult situations is a clear indicator of unreliability. These individuals are quick to celebrate success but are noticeably absent when their support is truly needed. The harm caused by this behavior is not just in their absence during tough times but also in the creation of a false sense of dependability. Their unreliability can leave friends, family, and colleagues feeling abandoned and unsupported. In relationships, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and betrayal. While in professional settings, it can disrupt team dynamics and hinder progress. Identifying such individuals requires careful observation over time. It is important to recognize who remains loyal and reliable during difficult situations, as true dependability is demonstrated in adversity rather than ease. Broken promises, a castle built on sand, fake. People often make commitments but rarely follow through. And this tendency to break promises shows a lack of integrity and dependability. Making a promise is essentially giving one's word and breaking it demonstrates disrespect for both the recipient and oneself. It undermines trust and can severely damage relationships, whether personal or professional. Broken promises lead to disappointment. And when this behavior becomes consistent, it results in a loss of credibility and respect. In personnel relationships, this can cause emotional distress, creating an atmosphere often or tainty and insecurity. In professional settings, it harms one's reputation and can jeopardize career opportunities. When dealing with people prone to breaking promises, it is essential to establish clear expectations and boundaries, holding them accountable for their commitments, protecting oneself from the potential negative consequences of unreliabilities. Also crucial, which often means avoiding reliance solely on their promises, excessive self-promotion, a spotlight that never dims. Fake people are often self-centered and constantly seeking attention. So, they tend to exaggerate their achievements. This excessive self-promotion stems from a deep desire for validation and admiration. These individuals often manipulate situations to keep the focus on themselves, ignoring the achievements or contributions of others. Admiration over confidence. Some people crave admiration rather than displaying genuine confidence or a strong sense of self. They often have an inflated sense of importance and believe they deserve constant recognition and praise. This behavior can be disruptive in both personal and professional settings. In personal relationships, balance may be lacking if one person's needs and accomplishments consistently take precedence over everyone else's. In workplace, excessive self-promotion can create a toxic environment, undermining collaboration and teamwork. As one individual strives to stand out at all costs. Recognizing excessive self-promotion requires careful focus. How do people talk about themselves and their accomplishments? Do they consistently dominate conversations? Do they exaggerate or fabricate details to appear more successful or significant? These patterns may indicate borderline self-promotional behavior. And trusting your instincts. Trusting your instincts is a valuable tool for detecting authenticity. Often our instincts sense inauthenticity before our minds can rationalize it. Subtle cues and inconsistencies may trigger an intuitive feeling. Even if our conscious mind tries to ignore or rationalize them. However, it's important to remember that instincts are not infallible. Biases and past experiences can influence them. So, while it's wise to listen to your gut feelings, they must be balanced with rational thought and observation. If your instincts tell you that someone is dishonest, take a step back and observe their behavior objectively. Look for patterns and evidence that support or contradict your initial intuition. Untrustworthy instincts can lead us astray, especially in complex social situations where our biases and preconceptions play a significant role. Developing self-awareness and recognizing these biases can help refine and enhance your ability to trust your instincts. In conclusion, instincts are a useful tool for determining the authenticity of those around us, but they should be used in combination with rational thought and careful observation. By doing so, We gain a more precise and nuanced understanding of the people we interact with, which allows us to form genuine, meaningful connections. Understanding inauthenticity is crucial as we navigate the complexities of human relationships. Genuine connections require awareness and wisdom, and we have explored key characteristics that reveal the true nature of those around us. From inconsistencies in their stories to the unreliability of their commitments, each sign serves as a guidepost on this journey. However, the quest does not end here. Our channel is dedicated to helping you better understand human behavior and relationships. Join a community fused in personal development and authentic living by subscribing. Have you found these insights helpful? Please like and subscribe for more enlightening content. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Your story could. Eagerness to learn is the key to relationship success. Each click, share, and subscription helps us reach more people and spread knowledge that has the potential to change lives, navigating adversity with resilience. Unfortunately, sadism and envy are common behaviors that can stifle personal growth in various settings, including the workplace, social circles, and even families. As a result, learning not to show your weaknesses can turn you into a tree standing firm in a storm. The trunk remains solid while the leaves flutter and the branches sway. This represents silent resilience. We'll discuss how you can become even more powerful by demonstrating that you are unaffected by external or inner analysis. Each challenge is an opportunity to become like the tree, not by ignoring storm, but by choosing not to let the rain or wind bring you down. Yahoo, learn to master your destiny, remaining firm, strong, and calm. In this video, we'll explore 17 Stoic rules from Epictetus, a renowned philosopher. I also encourage you to embrace self-awareness where true strength comes from the quiet illumination of the earth rather than the noise of thunder in the coming minutes. Focus on the content rather than daily distractions. The first rule, prepare to fail. The only way to progress is to attempt the impossible. According to Epictetus, being labeled an idiot is not something to avoid, but rather an opportunity for growth. It allows you to advance professionally. Overcoming challenges is a long process of trial and error, not a spontaneous reaction. We refine our path to excellence through persistent effort. The second rule, remember that death awaits. This rule does not encourage pessimism, but rather reminds us that death is the ultimate destination of all our actions. With this awareness, we might reconsider whether it's worthwhile to spend years of our limited life savings on something that cannot accompany us. Embracing this perspective helps us make better use of our time and view setbacks in a more realistic light. The third rule, listen twice as much as you speak. Nature gave us 2 ears and only 1 mouth for area sun. This design encourages us to listen more than Westpac. Epictetus suggests that we should not fall in love with our own voices, but instead advance by learning from the voices of others. Starting today, pay more attention to what those around you say and less to your own speeches. The fourth rule, always be prepared for the worst. Anticipating unfavorably circumstances can lead to significant anxiety. We worry about various potential probables whether related to our children, jobs, relationships, or finances. Epictetus proposes a drastic but effective approach. Imagine fate. For breathing you're afraid of has already happened. This mindset helps reduce anxiety by facing the worst case scenarios head in. The fifth rule, devise coping strategies. You move forward. Remain aware of the threats of fortune. The wealth we seek often carries the risk of attracting people who may take advantage of our good luck. The threat to fortune is not only from external sources, but also from within. Develop strategies to cope with these challenges while keeping your head held high. Navigating challenges and embracing Stoicism. Guilt and its consequences. Guilt, akin to a plague, can poison our spirit. It is the sixth rule, an ice link to being narrow-minded. Ordinary people often blame others or themselves. But the wise observer thinks with a broader perspective. Modern therapists view guilt as a feeling to be eradicated from our lives. The key to overcoming guilt is to refuse to auto-engage with it. as succumbing to it often leads to placing blame on others ourselves, thereby avoiding responsibility for correcting mistakes. Only those with strong determination can avoid guilt while accepting responsibility for their actions. True wealth and contentment. According to the seventh rule, true wealth lies in a contented spirit. Epictetus defined happiness through Stoicism, emphasizing that a wise person does not worry about what they lack but is in what they have. Complaining about what is missing only burdens us and prevents us from appreciating our accomplishments. By focusing on gratitude for what we have achieved, we find true contentment beyond material possessions, humility and learning. The eighth rule, Esto, cultivate humility. To truly learn, one must practice humility daily. Epictetus encourages us to recognize our ignorance and approach learning with the wonder and curiosity of a child. Bragging about our knowledge separates from genuine understanding, allows us to grow and learn more effectively. Reactions and fate. The ninth rule is to remember that your reactions determine your fate. While we cannot control external events, we can't control how we respond to them. Misfortune may come our way, but it is our response to it that determines our growth and success. What happens to us is less significant than how we handle light. Forming positive alliances. The 10th rule is to form alliances with positive individuals. Just as we instinctively avoid illness from others, we should also be cautious about negative influences. Placidus advises surrounding ourselves with people who inspire us and bring positive energy into our lives. This choice impacts our mental health and overall well-being significantly. Investing in simplicity. The 11th rule is to invest in simplicity. While luxury and wealth are tempting, they often come with stress and maintenance. Living simply reduces the pressure of financial obligations and helps maintain inner peace. Wealth requires constant effort, but a simple life can provide greater tranquility. Performing duties diligently. The 12th rule is to always perform like the sun rises daily without needing praise. We must fulfill our responsibilities without waiting for recognition. Work is crucial to be us and others, and fulfilling it diligently is our moral obligation. Letting go of uncontrollable factors. The 13th rule is to stop worrying about things beyond your control. We can control our opinions but not our reputation or external success. Worrying about uncontrollable factors wastes time. Epictetus advises focusing on values within our control and letting fate handle the rest. Ignoring despised criticism. The 14th rule is to ignore those who despise you, rather than hating those who criticize you. Recognize that you are more powerful and significant than their negativity. Do not waste your time on hatred or resentment. Instead, rise above the criticism and maintain your focus on what truly matters. Embracing Stoic wisdom for a resilient life, ignoring negative influences. The 14th rule is to ignore those who despise you. Their negativity does not deserve space in your thoughts. Hold not fear those who aim to harm us, as their attempts are merely noise that we can choose to ignore. Building minute and unity against such influences strengthens our resilience. Deriving value from adversity. The 15th rule is to always derive value from whatever happens. According to Epictetus, it is up to us to take advantage of the opportunities presented by adversity. For example, if you are informed that you will be fired, instead of despairing, use the situation as a chance to pursue that entrepreneurial dream you've had by seeking the positivity in every situation. You will accumulate momentum that propels you forward in life, maintaining control over your reactions. The 16th rule is to recognize that allowing others' thoughts and attitudes to disturb you gives them control over your life. Anyone who can provoke anger in you becomes your master, but only if you let them. We possess many keys within us. Some lead to happiness while others lead to emotional ruin. To maintain control. Build a barrier that shields you from others' negative influences. Each person is responsible for their own actions and words. Valuing genuine friendships. The 17th rule is that friendship is more valuable than wealth. True friends are a form of wealth because they offer support when material fortunes fail. By cultivating genuine friendships, you'll make a valuable long-term investment that will enrich your life. Applying Stoic principles guide us through life's sails with grace and purpose. Epictetus' timeless wisdom offers invaluable lessons for leading a meaningful and resilient life. Hope this exploration of these rules has been insightful. I'd love to hear which rule resonated most with you, and if you have a new personal experiences or thoughts to share, please leave your comments below. I read every single one. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe to support our growth and to receive more insightful content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thank you for watching, and remember to apply these principles daily for a more fulfilling and resilient journey.